So anyway, moving on. I'm just going to get. There's only two more things here.
This may be the briefest or the quickest we've ever
Well,
gone through
because
Dynamite.
it's gotten ridiculous, and I'm going to make a point here shortly. Stay tuned for it on what we need to do to see if there's any hope for this company. But nevertheless, they had a big match. Remember, they brought Kevin Knight in just a couple weeks ago, and as we mentioned, he got a look to him, and he seems athletic, and he's taller than, the sign to ride the ride at Six Flags.
He looks like he would fit in NXT. He's been really good.
And so they've been beating the shit out of him. Just beating him every time you see him.
Never seen him win.
And now they put him in a single match. And by the way, Randy Orton did an interview talking about picking Joe Hendry for his WrestleMania opponent. And he said, and I'm paraphrasing, but this is pretty close to it, they had a number of options, but they didn't want to debut Rusev or another guy that he mentioned in a match with him because he had to win since he was going on to face Cena. And you wouldn't, under any circumstances, want to bring a guy in that you have plans for and beat him his first time on television. Randy just said the most plain, basic, simple fact of a goddamn wrestling business, and it's a revelation to these numbnutses over here. So Kevin Knight wrestled O'Sleepy. And I guarantee you that somebody told poor Kevin Knight, and he probably believes that, because it'll be a great match against this legendary Japanese wrestler, you'll look better because of it. But the way they gave him an out was remember Rush, Brian?
Rush.
Yes, rev it up and get it started. He's back. And he's got a problem with Kevin Knight because of some other goddamn thing that they did or are doing. So O'Sleepy goes to the ring, and then Kevin Knight is introduced, and as he's coming down not even a ramp, just the entranceway out from the fucking screen, Rush attacked him and beat the shit out of him. Bounced him off the railing and the ring steps and blah, 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 and out came Spitball to save him. And Rush just fucking blew this little prick off, as he should, but as he does all the other baby faces, just scoffed at the idea he should run. And after that, Rush has beaten the shit out of Kevin Knight. Then Kevin Knight rolled into the ring, and Aubriette rang the bell to start the match. Okay, so I guess they're going to give him the out of, now that he's been beaten up by Rush, then O'Sleepy's going to beat him in a minute or two, and well, golly. No. They started off having a goddamn match. Now, O'Sleepy was in charge. He was slowly doing as few things as possible while the fans nodded off, but they went through a break. And when they came back, Kevin Knight was making a comeback. I wrote, then what the fuck was Rush for? Have these idiots ever even watched wrestling? This match went 10 minutes after that the guy had come out and kicked the shit out of Kevin Knight. So any residual damage that he had from that attack has been nullified and negated by him now making a comeback on and being competitive with goddamn O'Sleepy, who then beat him with that shitty clothesline. But not before we saw that Kevin Knight was fine doing all of his shit. The angle before the match meant jack shit, and now he just did a goddamn flat job in the middle of the ring. What is the matter with these people?
These people being what? Tony Khan?
Any of these people.
Tony Khan.
These cumulative people. Tony Khan, the wrestlers that are going along with this, some of them that are pitching ideas for this, because Tony can't write all this shit by himself. He just wouldn't have time. He's getting input. And he's getting the input right up the old poop chute.